Every astronaut who launches into space is standing on decades of American innovation. And so much of that story, it begins right here in Alabama. As America continues to celebrate its 250th birthday, the city of Huntsville reminds us that every mission, every discovery, every giant leap forward has been built by generations of Americans working together.
And it feels wonderful to be back on Earth. I wanted to start by just expressing my gratitude. A space mission like this, it only comes together through the extreme hard work of a huge number of people supporting on the ground.
That gratitude extends far beyond today's mission, because long before astronaut Chris Williams ever floated aboard the International Space Station, generations of Americans were building the foundation for missions just like this, right here in Huntsville, inside the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, where you can find people like Kim McCutcheon, who doesn't just tell the story of America's space program, he lives it.
My father, after World War II, got a job with the Army Ballistic Missile Agency as a clerk typist, and he worked his way up. His group was responsible for buying everything that it took to build and test this stuff that you see back here.
And years later, McCutcheon followed in those same footsteps. Today, he's traded engineering for education, sharing the story of America's space race with the next generation.
I enjoy sitting here and looking at all this and figuring out how they did it. I enjoy the opportunity to meet people and tell them about this whole business of going to the moon.
And that legacy continues today. Williams says his 8 months in space included scientific research, spacewalks, and preparing the International Space Station for future exploration, work made possible by the generations who came before him.
I felt like I was super fortunate. A whole lot of science experiments that are going to help us understand how to better explore further into space and also make life better on Earth.
As NASA looks towards returning astronauts to the moon, McCutcheon says America's greatest achievement wasn't just reaching the lunar surface, it was the way the country came together to get there.
Because it's really the last time we in America all pulled together doing something. I think that's a big deal.
And the impact of that era is still with us today.
We are still standing on the shoulders of those giants.
And after spending 8 months looking back at Earth, Williams says he returned home with a deeper appreciation for just how connected we all are.
How special of a place our planet is, and also how fragile it is, and really how, we need to really appreciate that and take care of it. When you're flying over the planet, you see how interconnected everything is, and how we're kind of all in this all in this place together.
From the engineers who helped send the first Americans to the moon, to the astronauts now preparing for the next era of exploration, Huntsville remains a place where America's past continues to shape its future. For Amazing America 250, I'm Ashanti Ford.